Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pouring Takes with Charlie and Rhea. Today, the part of Rhea will be played by Brandon Kerr. Take it away, Charlie.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Pouring Takes podcast. I'm Charlie Van. We're here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club in Dallas, Texas, Lake Highlands to be exact. And join with me, as he said, our special guest, always our baseball guru, Brandon Kerr. Brandon, thank you.
What it do, Charlie? What it do, Tanner?
And then, of course,
friends.
the producer who makes it all happen, makes it sound so magical, Tanner.
Hello, friends. How are we?
Do you have a DJ name, though? I've always asked, or never asked.
I'm DJ Tanner from Full House.
That's right.
Yeah, because
DJ
of
Tanner.
The nostalgia
Ducks.
of the Full House.
That's right.
Well, it is just the boys. Rhea is moving this coming weekend, so best of luck to you, Rhea.
Ooh,
Especially, moving is never
Did
fun.
you guys chip in for the moving fund?
I did. I wish best luck.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, moving. This is why I stay long in a lot of my places, because I hate moving, and then having to move in July, which I've done a couple of times, really sucks. So, best of luck, Rhea. Can't wait. You got to have a housewarming party.
Yeah, I'll be known to live in an apartment for like 7
Yeah.
years because I just did not want to move.
That's the truth.
It's not fun. I don't care where you live.
Yeah.
It's
And-
never fun.
And as I got older, I do recognize the value of hiring movers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
man.
I'm not just trying to entice my 40-year-old friends to, hey, come help me move for a 6-pack of beer and some pizza.
I'll
Because
still do
they're-
that.
because it wouldn't work on me. Like, if they tried that on me right now, I'd be like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to try to fool them.
Yeah, no, but yeah, moving sucks. Not fun.
I did the, I rented boxes.
Yeah.
I did the rented plastic stackable boxes.
Oh, like the totes?
Dude, change the game. And because you have to give them back, it made us unload everything like really
That actually
fast.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I still have boxes that I have not unpacked. They just sit in
man.
my closet.
That's the worst part, or that's the part where I'm bad about when I first move into a place. It takes me a while before I'm fully unpacked. Like, I'm just like, I don't know that I emotionally want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to
We
be
can do
the
it in a
place.
weekend.
Yeah.
Charlotte and I have gotten so good at it. Man.
Yeah. I know. But, yeah, no, happy Monday. Cheers.
It is.
Yeah.
It is hot.
I forgot to say the date and time. It is July 21st. It is 6:20 p.m.
Time check.
You know
time
what
check.
dawned on me? In 3 months is Halloween.
Oh,
That's
my
right.
God. It's my
It's
favorite.
crazy. It's crazy. But it is summer. It feels now like summer. June was very mild because of all the rain, even 4th of July. But now I just got back into town from Nashville, which was hot but rainy. Now it's like I got in here. I'm like, whew.
I know. I got in the Bronco earlier. It was 108.
And-
I'm like, no, this is awful.
Oh,
But that's why we're drinking some beers.
I know.
Some nice
True.
light beers. I got had to go, with Cowboys going into training camp, which we'll talk. I got a little bit of Miller Lite. Brandon, what are you drinking?
I got just Dos Equis with my little lime in there today.
All right. And Tanner?
this is the Athletic Golden Ale.
It's a good
dude.
one.
It's so good.
It's really refreshing. I mean, I think everything we're drinking here is perfect for what this weather. Speaking of drinking, I got to have a couple of even though it was a Nashville, Memphis beers this weekend, which was nice. I
you
brought one
drank
back.
this weekend? Tell me more, Charlie.
Yes, but very chill. It wasn't one of those weekends. I was visiting family, but had a nice cigar night on Saturday with my brother-in-law. That was fun. But I did try, I think it was Crosstown Brewing, and then I brought back some Wiseacre, which is really good. Time Bomb, which I gave you one. It's just a nice American Pilsner, especially with this summer heat they
Light
were
beer.
getting.
Dude.
Light beer.
Those
so.
are the binge drinking beers
Oh,
by the
yeah.
pool. Love them.
One time I was going to your pool, Brandon, and it was late, and I was late to the party, and I was like, I'll just stop and grab a 6-pack at that gas station you used to live next to.
Oh, that was a fun gas station.
And the only thing I could afford was what they had on sale, and it was Shiner Black
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
at your pool. And let me tell you, it was $4, so I couldn't complain about the price, but my God, I could not drink a sip of that
Yeah.
in
you
105
You
degree
can't
heat.
binge drink that in the sun.
No.
There's no way.
Stouts.
Nothing
no.
cools you off like a nice Shiner Black.
Yeah.
Even some IPAs, I'm like, oh.
No,
No.
it's tough sometimes.
It's, lagers all day, lagers, Kolsch. all day long. But Nashville was chill. It was chill. I always like going to Nashville.
Nash Vegas.
Nash Vegas. It is popular. Did not do Broadway this time. Usually I'd like to make at least one stop in Broadway, but no, it was just
So you didn't do
family
anything
time.
fun.
Well, it's family.
It was
family
family
trip.
time. It was family time. I know. Tanner's like, hey. Hey, well, I'll say what is cool is flying into that airport. There's always music. There's
Hell
always
yeah.
music. So
One of the times I went to Nash Vegas was the CMT Awards were there, which I don't.
Did you
listen to-
go?
No, but it was very crowded, and they had like pop-up little
that's Tanner's favorite.
Oh,
pop-up
yeah,
little festivals and stuff around, right? Even all the bars that are owned by the country music stars would have pop-up shows. Big and Rich, I think, has a bar
Yeah,
there.
yeah, they got one out there.
So I was walking by, and then all of a sudden somebody's like, Big and Rich is playing right now. And I'm like, oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, cool.
Save a horse.
Yeah, so I don't know much about that genre, but it was a fun weekend, I think. It seemed pretty crowded. People seemed to be into it
Yeah,
that were there for it.
that's all you can hope for.
I was there for work. It just happened to coincide.
Yeah.
Yeah, big cover up there. You're actually a huge country music fan. Don't lie to us. I
George
saw that
Strait.
Luke Bryan poster on your wall.
Yeah, I know, right? I've been hiding that for 20 years since I've known you.
Well, since we're in the topic, we're in the pop culture. We're talking entertainment right now. There's a lot of good entertainment going on.
Yeah, I mean, you know me.
There's a lot of
usually-
good entertainment going on.
I
Yes,
mean, that
a
was a
lot of
good way to word that.
This past weekend, I should
I'll say,
just to be.
summer blockbusters are out, right?
I'm tired.
We've had Superman come out last
Yeah.
weekend, or weekend before last, and then Jurassic Rebirth a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we're right in the heart of this summer blockbuster. But I did go see the requel of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh,
What did you do? Last summer,
requel?
Greg?
Is that
Yeah.
where they just
It's a-
remake it?
It's a requel. It's named the same.
Yeah.
It's like
it has
Scream.
a full new. Scream did the same thing,
Yeah.
right? It's the same. It's a different cast, but they bring back the legacy characters
Sure.
to tap into that nostalgia bone that,
Oh, yeah,
that you
man.
want, right? And this one played into it hard. So
Hell yeah.
I don't want to give off spoilers on killer
Yeah.
reveal or anything, but I love a good slasher, a good Scooby-Doo whodunit. Love it, right? Like those are my favorite. You mentioned Scream. I'm all about that because just give me a Scooby-Doo whodunit and it'll entertain me for an hour and a half and I'll be fine.
Just give me Jennifer Love Hewitt. in
Oh,
any
she was my
capacity.
crush.
Okay, so
She
that
was my crush growing up.
One
that
thing-
and Can't Hardly Wait.
yeah, one thing that I Know What You Did Last Summer had going for it was it did make some careers, or not make it, but started out a few because
Yeah.
overall the first one from '97 is not that good. But
Still
Yeah.
watch it.
I'll watch it right
It's not
now.
gory.
If somebody want to put
It's
it on
not
right now, I'll
gory.
watch it.
It's definitely not gory.
No.
It's kind of like the One Tree Hill of horror.
Yeah, but it did have Jennifer Love Hewitt in it, so
Hell
some pretty
yeah.
girls. I was 15 at the time.
Freddie Prinze.
I did not notice that she was an awful character. Like the lead girl,
Yeah.
like the character was pretty shitty.
They're
Didn't
usually
notice
not all that
because-
great.
Well, no, but she was actually aggressively bad.
Yeah.
Like as a not acting, but as a person. You just
Yeah.
kind of watch it and you're just like, she kind of sucks.
Ugh.
Like, and then Sarah Michelle Gellar obviously was the girl, the cute girl that gets killed off in the
Yeah.
first one, but her character was so much better.
Yeah.
But of course, at the time you didn't know who she was, and then 18 months later you're like, she got the role of Buffy.
Oh,
So
right
she-
on.
Like she's pretty big, right, and very attractive too. So
Well, and that movie brought Freddie and Sarah Michelle
yes.
together.
Yeah.
So, and that movie's almost 30
Well,
years
that's where
old.
they met, and then I
Yeah.
think they got together when they did Scooby-Doo.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
But it planted the seed.
Speaking
Planted
of
the seed.
Scooby-Doo whodunits, right?
But Scream just turned 30 years.
Oh, I love
This
Scream.
is almost 30 years.
Yeah, 97,
97.
and they bring that up a lot.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, here's what happened. What happened here in 97? Like they mentioned
They just named the
97
date.
a lot.
Nobody
That's
ever
awesome.
names 97.
I mean, it's fun. It's a good way to spend an hour and a half. There's going to be points you roll your eyes. There's going to be points you're going to be like, okay, that dialogue was really bad. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
I when I was in Nashville, I binge watched all of Quarterback on Netflix, which is
Okay.
this season follows Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins again with
Okay,
the
so
Falcons.
they did him last year.
Yeah, and Jared Goff. It's all of Goff. It's all of last year. It was really good. Honestly, watching it more, and me and my dad, he kind of caught the tail end of it. We were talking about it. It's like you really do walk away loving Kirk Cousins, and like how he handled the whole Michael Penix. Like,
Yeah.
Talking about my boy Kirk Cochain.
He's actually he's got personality. He's
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
He's doing the swag and surf and swag in there in Atlanta. But he's just like no matter what, and he realizes he's not playing up to par, and he like leaves voice memos for his coach right here, and like how can I get better? I know I'm not, and that takes awareness. Like,
Sure,
you know,
that's
that-
what I was going to say. He has some self-awareness.
yeah, and
so
even
that's
when he
good.
got bent, he said it was disappointing. But he's coaching Michael in practice, like, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna be here. You know, I'm gonna help. And then you go to like Jared. Obviously, you're going probably their biggest season.
Yeah,
and
yeah. The
obviously,
Lions, obviously, are
and you can just tell how they all love him. Like they
Leader of men.
love him. And then Joe Joe not the season you want, and then the robbery and stuff like that. But he's really cool, and his family's really cool. So it's cool to see that side because we don't get to
Yeah.
see that. And
I mean, Joe Chill had
Yeah.
a nice fantasy run for me,
yeah,
right, Tanner?
he got comeback player
Tanner
of the year.
agrees with that, right?
Yes.
But no,
Of
it wasn't the
course.
Bengals' ideal
No.
season.
It shows that. It's just I like shows like that. I like season one. I didn't see receiver, but like I think with the quarterbacks for me, I mean you do see the humility.
Yeah.
Let you in and kind of that, and it's kind of good to see because we kind of have sometimes our own perceptions, especially of quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
But that I was like, all right, I like it. I like what they're doing. It'll be interesting to see what they do
quarterback
next.
is such a polarizing position, right?
Yeah.
They're the reason our team is either good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really take in, most fans, a lot of fans, I'm not going to say most, a lot of fans don't recognize it's such a team sport. They're just like, get Dak out of here. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. It's a very polarizing position.
I would love to see Dak on that show.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
think
know.
he's self-aware enough not to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's the hard part. But there's a lot. I mean, it is good. It is a good show. So cheers.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree. I need to watch it. I have not watched this season. I watched. I believe I watched the whole thing last season with Mahomes and
Marietta
Cousins,
and
Marietta,
Kirk
yeah.
Cousins. Yeah.
I it's similar to Hard Knocks. Just this behind the scenes look, which I do like. I have to binge watch it because if I don't, I'll lose like momentum on
Yeah.
it. So I have to wait for it to finish and then watch them all at once.
You're not chomping at the bit to get to the
Yeah.
next episode week after week.
Yeah, like I can't do it that way, or I'll be like, oh well, I'll just never get back to it, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta binge watch it, but I'll put that on the list.
Yeah. I mean, even if you're not a sports fan, it's kind of fun to just kind of deep dive into these players.
Yeah.
Lives and kind of just see. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. And of course, last Thursday dropped Mortal Kombat 2. And I grew up huge Mortal Kombat fan. Obviously, big inspiration for like my martial arts journey. But
Big Trouble in Little China.
yeah, like it was. Yeah, there you go.
Big Trouble in Little China basically was the inspiration
Yeah,
for
I'm
Mortal
feeling
Kombat,
kind of good.
I
which
mean,
is awesome.
I know. Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's a great movie.
The first. I don't know. Did you see the first one? Not. I mean,
Yes,
the
I did.
reimagining in 2021.
I've seen all the Mortal Kombat movies. They're all amazing.
They are
So,
amazing.
I think that one, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. But obviously a made-up character for the first.
The
I was
main
really
character. Yeah.
hoping that he was going to be linked to Scorpion. Like, I really thought that's where they're going. But when they announced Johnny Cage
Hell yeah.
and then Carl Urban as Johnny Cage,
Bill Butcher.
it's, which, by the way, Carl is a lot different than what the Johnny Cage. But the way they're doing this movie, it's like Johnny's at the end of his career, kind of like he's over it. He's not
Yeah,
just the cocky,
Twilight.
confident. He's kind of like, I'm done with you. And he gets sucked into this world. I love it. I'm for it.
Oh, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Like I will be there opening weekend. I don't know if it's going to theaters. The first one went straight streaming.
Well,
but it was
that was
COVID.
COVID. Yeah, it went to Max. I think this one's going to theaters.
I think so too.
Especially with Carl Urban,
yeah,
because the last one didn't have any big names in it.
No,
the guy that played Kano was the breakaway star of that.
Yeah.
Josh Lawson.
Yeah. But Carl Urban's as big as you.
That's as big as you're going to get for that.
And I doubt he would have signed on to this if it's going to be like complete Carl.
I mean,
he
even
might.
if it's trash.
Yeah.
I mean, then you get another story like Jean-Claude Van Damme in Street Fighter.
But I really do feel like he's gonna him alone is gonna really help because he's so deadpan.
Yeah, no, I love Carl Urban. I do remember rumors when they first were announcing, okay, Johnny Cage is gonna be in the second one, because there was the teaser at the end of the first one of Johnny Cage, right? I did remember them throwing the name of The Miz out, which as a wrestling fan,
but
I would be like,
sense.
it would be perfect.
Miz is more Johnny Cage than Carl Urban.
But I don't know if his acting chops are, on par to make that a theatrical release.
Cena could do it.
Cena could. Yeah, Cena could. He has the star power to make that go to a theater, but I don't know if
because Cage is also very Peacemaker style. He's very jokes, pretty boy, funny. But Carl, I like how they're doing it because he is like an action star that's at the end of it, just doesn't care anymore, shows up for a paycheck.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% in on this.
Nicolas Cage.
Because the first one, again, was entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was good, but it was entertaining, which is all I care about. Tanner and I talk about this all the time. Just give me entertaining. I don't care if it wins an Oscar.
Kill an hour and a half for me.
Well, you were mentioning Kano. They've never casted a bad Kano.
No.
Or Sonya Blade. Everyone that they've casted have been pretty good. You didn't like the Annihilation one?
Bridget Wilson in the first one?
Yeah, she was. And speaking of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
And Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, she was Billy Madison.
Yeah, Billy Madison, yeah.
Yeah.
At the time, that first one, though, I liked it.
Oh, I love Bridget
Wilson.
Wilson.
The second one is maybe the cream of the crop.
I know.
Oh, it's so
Annihilation.
good.
Annihilation's problem was it tried to fit 50 characters in
Oh my God.
in an hour. And
Right,
I'm like, that's
it's
too
so
much.
funny.
You're not in game. It's too much.
They just have a roast battle. It's like Mataro and Shiva and all that.
Yeah. So
Right.
as far as the game goes, I'm not much of a gamer. I'm not very good at games. Honestly, my old roommate Nelson one time was falling asleep playing some game and still beating me because I'm just not good.
I did that. That was me.
That
and
was
it was
probably
Bust
you
to
too.
Move 2.
Yeah, that was Tanner. Yeah, I'm just not very good at video games except Mortal Kombat.
I love Mortal Kombat.
Melina is the best player on there. She's awesome.
I'm a Raiden
I like
guy.
Raiden, too.
No, Raiden's spare.
Sub-Zero because he's chill.
Melina's GOAT.
All right.
But, yeah, so that was good. Well, so that was out. Some good entertainment. Got some Happy Gilmore speaking to coming out this Friday. I'm looking forward to that on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I'll watch that first day, I'm sure.
But, so jumping back, last week was Home Run Derby.
Yes, we had the little wager that we put on here. Where we actually no ball apparently, because the
we're
four
all
of us
sports geniuses.
That's what I was saying last week. Tanner, is the four of us made one pick. We didn't pick two. We only picked one each, and those four actually moved on to the second round. We chose correctly, but there was only one winner. Raise your hand, Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie
big dumper.
Big dumper.
Big
and
dumper.
he came out on top with
did.
an amazing second round to knock out O'Neal Cruz and then, beat Junior Caminero in the finals. So I think we owe you something for
I
you
think just
winning.
a beer.
Yeah. We'll get this
I think he
tab.
needs a shot of Rumplemans.
Oh, yes. Charlie needs a
Probably
shot of Rumpleman.
Not a Rumplement.
You won, so you get to pick your shot.
Yeah, pick your shot.
I will do a Jameson shot.
Ooh,
There it is.
JMO.
I like that for whoever's buying it.
Hey, it's
All
happy
right.
hour $5. Good,
All right.
good
That
news
was
with
good.
Ben Brandon. It's
Now-
only $2.50 each.
I know.
A steal at twice the price.
Rhea did take second.
Rhea did get second. And then I came in third because O'Neal Cruz hit more in the second round than Tanner. Tanner's guy, Buxton.
Sucks.
Now, I think
But
now
technically, O'Neal Cruz had the second most of the second round if it would have been a different matchup. he would have moved on.
I know the loser was supposed to take a shot, but I know we're not gonna make you
I don't
take
think
a
any
shot.
of us lost. Oh, I'm the loser
You're
of
the
among
loser
us.
of the four among us.
I'll take a shot.
But
Rumple.
you could do a rumple.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get Tanner a rumple.
That's your favorite. That's not really even a punishment because we all did well.
Yes.
We
Again,
all, I mean,
the four
honestly,
of us picking
I
the
came close to
move.
being out. It was nerve-wracking in that first
Yours
round.
went to
Yeah.
a tiebreaker
And
on
especially after
distance.
my bathroom situation that day. I was like, man, I'm going to get eliminated. Like, what shit?
I think
like
you need
this
to
week.
expand on what your bathroom situation is because that doesn't sound good.
No,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
I mean, just a lot of plumbing issues, a ton, but luckily
At his apartment.
luckily
Okay.
I will say,
Let's back up. Charlie lives in a place that is having plumbing work done. He doesn't have a problem taking a shit. That's. I just want to clarify.
He personally is not having bathroom issues.
yeah. There we go. See, this is why it's the guys episode. Let's just say things got really crappy.
But he will throw out crappy puns.
They took care of it, and I can shower now, and that's what's
good.
important.
That's
Because I
definitely
sweat,
important.
and
Yikes.
and
As an adult human, showering is very important.
It's very important.
it
I
is
even
very,
did that
especially
today.
in Texas.
I also showered today.
Hey, good work, everybody.
I know.
But we are
And
in
I will
Texas.
shower tomorrow.
Oh my God!
Good.
Look
I
at
know.
you in luxury.
Yeah.
Probably Wednesday also.
First world country.
I don't know.
right
That's
there.
a few days away. Who knows?
Oh, thank you. so
The
much.
shot is here.
The shot. Cheers.
Cheers.
To Big
to home-
Dumper.
To Big Dumper.
It's a big dumper.
Also bathroom problems.
Yeah. To working plumbing.
But yeah, it was an interesting home run derby, which honestly is the Major League Baseball is the only all-star festivities that I appreciate. I don't care
Yeah.
about the Pro Bowl. I don't care about NBA All Star Game.
Pro
They're-
Bowl is just a joke now.
Yeah, they're
Flag
both
football.
jokes.
I do like the challenges though, like tug of war. That's kind of
See,
funny.
I don't even watch those though.
I like those. Those are pretty fun.
It's because the offensive linemen are like, yes.
Yeah.
Here
By
we
the time
shine.
they do them, I'm just so footballed out. I need
Yeah.
a break because it's at the end of the season, right? It's after the Super Bowl. I mean, I know some years they've done it right in between, but still, I'm just kind of out.
Is it because it's the only bowl Cowboys players make?
I mean, that has a lot to do with it.
That's a big point.
A lot of Cowboys there because
That
they ain't
is
got nothing else to do.
horrible. We are going to show up for that flag football
Yeah.
game.
That's right.
But
Can't touch us.
I do like the All-Star game itself finishing with a home run derby of sorts.
Yeah, that was actually an entertaining one in L1, right?
Yeah, because nobody wants extra innings in an All-Star game. Nobody wants that.
No.
The players don't want it. The
It's-
fans don't want it. Nobody wants it.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah. So let's get some mashers out there, have a home run derby, watch Kyle Schwarber hit 3 in a row, and let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's take a little picture, Charlie. Nice. That's a nice one.
Yeah. Anyways.
Get a little home run derby out there and end this thing because, again, nobody wants extra innings in an all-star game.
No. I mean, it's unnecessary. But I want to go to one, though. I did not go last year.
I didn't go to the
Head in
home
the
run.
game, Charlie. Head
Yeah,
in the
I know.
game. We can post later.
I know. Well, I'm trying to do it real time.
Yeah.
We need like a marketing coordinator. doing
Yes,
this.
you do.
We need
We're wearing
someone
too
here.
many hats,
So
Charlie.
make your
Internships?
resume.
We
For
get
those that are
internships?
listening, Charlie is trying to take
Talk.
a picture, talk, and make an Instagram post all in the middle of the show.
Yes, it is not going.
He's doing great.
not going
I
great.
realize there's people that get
I'll-
paid or volunteer to do this.
That's right. I'll take care of that.
All
Let
right.
me handle that part.
I'm getting that, influencer like. Anyways, there's some things you can do. Some
Obnoxious.
things you can. Yeah, I know.
Just
I'm
be
like the girl in
obnoxious all the
Superman.
time.
Yeah.
But yes, no home run derby. That was cool.
Yeah, glad it's over.
It is. I do want to go to one as well. I did not go to the home run derby last year when it was
Yeah.
here. I
Hey,
did
if
go to the
anybody
All-Star
has
game.
one of those big blue gloves, I wouldn't mind one of those. Those
That
are
would be
pretty
cool.
I mean, they had those last year. I remember. I think Jake, our buddy Jake, went and he came back with the big glove, right? So
Hell yeah.
But you know what's also cool? Hey Tanner,
hey,
we need some ads.
yes,
You need some ads.
We need some ads. We need to get in that ads.
Get in that ads right here at Pouring Takes. You can use this time right here to talk about your product, talk about your service, talk about whatever you're into. If you've got a cause, if you've got something you're trying to sell, if you're breaking into business and you need somebody on the ground floor that can help you reach an audience, reach out to us at Pouring Takes, admin at pouringtakes.com, and we'd be happy to put together any kind of package that you're into. We take care of our packages.
And just to clarify, don't go breaking into businesses.
Don't go breaking into business. But you're trying to break into business.
We will not promote that.
We're trying to continue here as a podcast.
We will not promote you.
But if you want to get
businesses.
your businesses growing, because we're growing, let's grow together.
That's right. Admin at pouringtakes.com.
There
You
we
heard
go.
it here first. All right, what's
Also-
next on the agenda?
Yeah, so we're on baseball talk. So the Rangers had a little series this weekend against one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest teams in baseball, the Detroit Tigers.
Yes.
You know, almost came to a sweep.
Yeah.
Went up 2-1.
A little short yesterday.
But you know what? What is it, Brand? Because, like, it's been such a roller coaster ride. And this is one of those series you see, you go in, you bite your lip, you're like, it's not going to probably be good. But for the most part, it's pretty good.
yeah, no, it was a good series, winning the first two and then losing yesterday to Tariq Skubal
Yeah.
2-1. I mean, you really can't expect anything better than that with a bullpen game because it's his Cy Young to lose,
Yeah.
right? He's the ace. He's the opening starter for the All Star game for the AL. Like, Skubal is legit, right? So we lost that game. It's not great, but they played pretty well. And you said roller coaster ride. It's a definition of a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Because you know what their record is today?
50
and 50.
40.
They're
Oh.
50 and 50. 100 games in, they're right at 500.
Yeah.
50 and 50.
And they're a couple wins behind Seattle from last I checked.
Yeah,
So who's in
Seattle's
second
still,
right now
and then
still.
the Astros are pretty much
Yeah.
pulling away with it. I think they're going to be tough to pass in the AL West. We have an outside shot of the wild card.
We have the Athletics tonight.
Yes, Athletics tonight. Good news is Josh Young is called back up
I saw that.
right before. I was actually about to leave work today, and I got that update. So he's coming back. He played, I think, 9 or 11 games at Round Rock.
Yeah.
He had a couple of home runs in his past few games, so maybe he's worked out some kinks, got the mechanics straightened back out. I think we need to give him a couple of at-bats. If he goes 0 for 3 tonight, don't worry too much, right?
Yeah.
Because he needs to start trending in the right direction instead of just coming out gangbusters and then just falling right back, right?
Yeah.
So he's batting 8th tonight, playing third, obviously. So it's good to have him back on the major league roster.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see if he can right the ship.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm excited to see where his head's at. Like you said, we're right at 500, so definitely a lot better than what we've been. Reading just the tweets and stuff, it seems like there's a little bit of hope, but there still have to probably be some changes to keep it consistent. I mean, obviously, you got the Athletics, can't overlook them, but it is a better matchup that you want to have if you want to keep.
They have some pop in their lineup,
Yeah.
so they are dangerous.
Yeah.
With Soderstrom and Rooker and Lawrence Butler, like they can string together some runs. So watch out for that. But the Rangers pitching's been good all year, so I'm not necessarily worried about that. I mean, even if it happens, it happens, right?
How are you feeling, though? Are you feeling it's over? Are you feeling a little glimmer of hope, but obviously maybe need to make a change? How are you feeling? Because it is such shaky. I'm feeling like it's going to be hard, obviously, to catch the Astros. And unless if you make something significant, it may be hard to catch Seattle.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hard to catch the Astros. And I think the wild card race, while I don't know the exact numbers without looking, right? I'll pull it up. But they obviously are a couple games behind there. But the problem isn't as many games they're behind. It's how many teams do they have to jump.
Yeah, that's
right?
another
Like,
thing.
That's a problem. Like right now, for the third wild card, they only have to jump Tampa Bay and Boston, right? So there's literally only 2 that they have to jump. So that's not awful,
But you got to heat up.
but you got to heat up because those
You know,
2
you
teams
can-
are going to stay
You really like,
consistent.
and yesterday wasn't, but you really needed that momentum to continue. If you want to sweep the Tigers, you're like, all right, and then you take that into athletics. If you don't win tonight or you lose one of these games, that's gonna any loss is, at this point we're like,
Yeah,
it's tough.
you're going to have to start schedule watching, right? Seeing how Boston, how Tampa's doing. I mean, we're 7 behind the Astros and 3.5 behind Seattle.
Yeah.
So those are going to both be pretty tough to catch.
Yeah,
Our
I'm
hope
hoping
is
for a
that
miracle.
that third wild card, jump Boston, jump Tampa. We're right there, but it's going to come down to the wire if nothing else.
Yeah, and not to bring out old times, this is a lot different than that team in 23 where I felt like, okay, they can put it together and resurge. And I don't know, I don't want to count my team out, but even if let's say they happen to squeak in, I think it'll just be that, and I don't see playoff magic. I'd rather be in the playoffs.
Have to get on a magical run.
Because
again.
even that 23 team, they had that slump, but they were a really good team still.
Yeah.
Like, they had a team that's like, okay, if you get it together, this team can make some noise. This is not a team I feel can make. I don't know.
It should be, though.
It should be, but
Yeah.
it's the inconsistency
Yeah.
that they have been.
Because on paper, I don't know any team in the AL wants to play a 3-game series in a wild card matchup where we're throwing out DeGrom and Eovaldi,
for
and by that
sure.
point Molly might be back. Like that's daunting to the Yankees. That's daunting to
Yeah.
any team that's putting up numbers. Detroit, obviously they have Skubal, but like that seems like a daunting task. But our bats.
That's what I'm
just
saying.
need
Our
to-
that's my problem. Is
Yeah.
on paper, if you look at the season, like if you look going in the season, like yeah.
No, but that's the way it's been all year,
I
right?
know. But
On
paper doesn't
paper,
play, as they always say.
100%.
Well, wish it did.
Yeah, so they did make a small move.
Yeah.
Over the weekend,
Yeah, they did.
They traded Dane Dunning. One of the underappreciated, I think.
Yeah.
Individuals
Has had his moments.
from that World Series
Yeah.
run. I think he had a good year in 23. So they shipped him to Atlanta. I don't think that's a real big needle mover as
No.
far as it's going to change the trajectory anyway. But I just don't know what other moves they can make.
Yeah.
So and that goes either way. I don't know if they're going to be a buyer or seller. My hunch is they're just not going to do much.
No, I think their moves are gonna be off season. They're gonna really evaluate what they're gonna do. I've just been listening to talk right in the past week, and what are some potential options? Obviously, none of the options seem like something that they would do. Would you move DeGrom? Probably not. Would you even think of something with Seager? Obviously, his contract, but no. I mean, that guy. So, okay, if those are no's, then what is enticing for other teams right now? And if before you would have looked at hitting, someone, but you really can't based off of this right now. So
yeah, Josh Young's value's nothing.
no, and Garcia, I don't know. It would have been last year. I think.
And Wyatt, I think he's off the table. I
Yeah,
think
they're gonna.
if there's anybody that's untouchable, that's at the major league level, it's Wyatt. Anybody in the minor league level, I don't think they touch Walcott.
The only one I think they would fight to keep, but also really hardcore, maybe entertain, you would have to get a lot back for, is probably Josh Smith. I think you can get some, but I think it has to be what would be the offer be, because he has been so, from a utility standpoint, and just, when you think of Seager, some of these guys out, I mean, he's come through. So, but, I haven't seen any big deals come his way, contract, so
No.
I don't know. I think it's just going to be a lot of evaluation. Obviously, it looks like Bochy's probably going to move on. They're going to have to know I think they're going to want to first get a manager, obviously.
Yeah.
And now, I'm not acting like the season is over, but regardless, this is already something you're probably going to have to plan for anyways. I always said they have to go to another World Series for Bochy to even consider, but he is in the last year of his contract.
I mean, I could honestly see us going on a magical run, winning the World Series, and him still dipping.
Yes, yeah.
Right, I can see that.
He's on a 3-year deal. This would be his second retirement.
Shit, I would.
Yeah, that would be his 5th World Series.
It looks so painful for him to walk out to the mound every time he makes a pitching change, right?
I agree. he goes out either way this season.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you promote within or do you look out?
I think you have to look out.
Me too. I don't think there's anyone inside right now that I feel super confident or comfortable to just fill that spot.
I think they have to do something similar to what they did with Bochy,
Yeah.
bring in a veteran that has some kind of track record, because they can't do what they did with Woodward.
No, that
right?
was bad.
Because that was
bad.
just a Band-Aid manager, right, to help him get his feet wet. But I think they knew that would never work, and it was just until they got something new. They can't do that again.
No.
Like, they have to bring in somebody that has some kind of managerial experience with some success as well, right? So, even if it's a retread, like, depending on how the Yankees do, where Aaron Boone goes, I'm just throwing that out. There's no rumors, so don't think that I'm saying there's rumors. I'm just
put
saying
it out there now.
Something
You heard it here first.
along those lines, right? Like, success, even if it's minimal, but works with veterans and superstar veterans, right? Because that's what this team needs. Because that is really what it's built around.
Yeah.
At the top. Now, obviously, they have some up-and-coming stars like Wyatt and Josh Young if he rebounds, but Seagers and Simeons and DeGroms.
And it seems like they're sticking with Garcia. Yeah. I think they.
Yeah, I don't think his value is enough to move him.
And I think he's kind of that sentimental piece. I think him, Seager. And Seager's not a sentimental piece, but him, Seager, Simmons, that's the last core outside of Josh and Evan, but those veterans of that 23 team. So even if they don't have the same production value, they have the veteran value to help mentor these guys coming up.
Yeah.
And I think you do want to keep some of that. But I agree. We need a guy that can speak to veterans. I'll be honest, as much as I like baseball, I'm not so well in tune with all the managers out there. I know there's been some moves. We'll have to see, but I don't think that's a bad one.
Yeah.
Especially being around big-time hitters himself.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's what I was trying to say. Somebody that knows how to handle players like that.
But I definitely think you don't promote within. You got to go out. You got to go out.
I agree. I think
because this team could still be like on paper. You just need. I think there's just a lot of variables that did not work, and I think you just need some fresh eyes coming in.
I think it wouldn't hurt to get a veteran leader in the locker room. And again, I don't want this to sound bad against somebody like Simeon and Seager, who are obviously leaders, but they don't lead in a vocal way. I mean, you look at what Kevin Pillar said, which maybe it's taken out of context, maybe it wasn't. On his, he was on some podcast, and he said he was surprised at how there was no camaraderie within the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Coming off a World Series, less than 2 years ago, right? And I think that speaks to Simeon and Seager specifically. And it's not a bad thing, because that's just how they are, and they're both great in their own ways, especially Seager, right? But they don't lead vocally, so it leaves a lot of the younger players like the Wyatts and the Josh Youngs that gravitate to each other, and there's not that leadership there, right?
Yeah, they really do miss having Scherzer, because I feel like Scherzer kind of was that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much, but you can just tell in the dugout.
Yeah, I think DeGrom can do that.
Yeah.
But his injury history last year obviously hurt a little bit.
Yeah, he was just focused on that. And he may step more into that, depending on who would you bring in. Now, a name that I always have been hearing the past year, this past year in baseball, is Skeens coming in. Like, would you bring him in?
Paul Skeens?
Yeah.
I mean,
if he was available, if there was a deal.
I don't even know what
question is that.
Yeah, of course I would. I just don't know what that would cost.
But I don't know what they would give up to do that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a guy who
could.
I know. That's a guy. I know. I'm playing it cold, but that's a guy who could be a vocal guy.
I think there's.
But that's a guy you have to give up like a Seager, I think.
What are you talking about?
Well, no, I don't think Pittsburgh would want somebody like Seager back. They don't want to pay that. you would have to give up. It would start with Wyatt and Sebastian Walcott.
Yeah.
For sure, right? Like, that's starting.
And this is probably not going to happen. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to give up there. The one thing that makes the eyeballs in that ballpark right now, I think.
Yeah, I don't think the Rangers really if they're going to put Skeens on the market, I don't think the Rangers have the prospect bullets to pull that off.
That is a fun hypothetical.
Oh, I would love it.
But that's one of those, if you were to give up this person, or if you were to go out and give up a DeGrom, which I don't think so, because DeGrom is a Chris Young guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's the only one brought in, you know, right? You know, but just saying. But just trying to think of guys out there that may be that veteran vocal that maybe could come in that also can bring some of that power too. Because if I'm bringing in somebody, I also want obviously the big contributor to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not necessarily a trade.
Yeah.
It's just a veteran that's in the twilight of his career that still has maybe a year or two left.
Yeah.
That they bring in free agency wise. Maybe I like
Verlander.
Like maybe Verlander, but I'm looking more position wise.
Yeah, no.
Because I think maybe a catcher. Like I like Jonah.
Yeah.
But I think they could upgrade there. I think they could upgrade it first. Even though I do like Berger as well, right?
I do feel like a lot of catchers in the past, obviously Pudge, have been some of those strong-will voices in there.
I mean, Pudge is a great example. Somebody like Buster Posey.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Buster Posey, yeah.
A Yachty, Molina.
Yeah.
Like, they help the infield. They help the positional players a little more than pitchers do. So you mentioned Scherzer, and we talked about DeGrom and stuff. They do help the locker room, but I think there's a difference between the pitching side and the hitting side
for sure
when it comes to the leadership.
And maybe we just need. I really do feel like the leadership towards the hitting. Like
maybe they can get that one guy from the Dodgers, that Shuhei, what's his name?
Oh,
Ohtani.
Yeah.
Ohtani. Yeah. Shuhei Ohtani.
Talking about Ohtani.
Yeah.
I would like. I hear he's pretty good.
Yeah, I still feel like you have to.
That's
get it
also
done.
a hypothetical that will not happen.
Yeah.
But I wish.
What if you could get Ichiro?
Hey, Aaron Judge.
Aaron
we
Judge.
have great food here in Dallas.
Yeah.
Alex Rodriguez, could you come play?
Can you come out, Rod?
But I think there's just a few missing. And again, it's nothing against Sear. It's nothing against Simeon.
No, I
think
they're
leaders.
They lead by example.
Lead by example.
And that's just how they've
They
been.
are.
You know, but we do need that vote. And who knows? Maybe DeGrom kind of is, and we just don't know.
Yeah.
But I do think outside of that, just finding the manager. But yeah, no, we have the Athletics. Who do we have after that, real quick?
Braves.
Well, the Braves. All right, so this is getting
Acuna.
spicy. So this is why every win matters if you're feeling very hopeful. But we're post All Star. This is where it matters. This is where you make moves. This is where you got to get hot.
Exactly 100 games in.
Yep.
So let's go. 62 left.
All right. So shout out to Mr. Scotty Scheffler winning the Open. I mean, this guy's magnificent. I'm proud that he's a Dallas Texan up the street. We're not far from Royal Oaks Country Club where he practices. And, it's I can't say that I'm glued to golf all the time. I do follow as much as I can. What he has done has been magnificent.
Yeah.
And what he's been doing, just representing our city here in Dallas and as a Dallas athlete, Texas athlete, and he's still under 30. And it was cool seeing it, I think, his son out there with them. But congrats to Scotty Scheffler. Another
fourth major, right?
Yeah. Huge year for this guy.
Absolutely spanking them out there.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else has a chance, right?
Nah,
I was listening to some sports radio on the way over here, and they were talking about it. They're just like, it's insane how quickly he puts everybody out of their misery.
He reminds me, I'm not saying completely as far as swing or game, and maybe better golf experts maybe, may think I'm crazy or may think I'm right. But his swagger reminds me a lot of a Phil Mickelson. His calm, his confidence. It reminds me when I watch Phil. I can't say his swing. He's got a different. It's just the demeanor.
The demeanor,
and
I
demeanor
get
is
that.
huge.
Yeah,
Demeanor
yeah.
is huge in these
The aura.
moments. The aura. The aura. But regardless of that, shout out to him. Just wanted to point that out because that was yesterday.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times.
But
there.
before we leave golf, we
Yeah.
need
yes. Speaking
we
of
need
golf,
some
this is a good
clarification
segue.
of something that was made earlier today
Yeah,
on
well-
a social media site from
Uh,
our producer,
that's
Tanner
right.
Hucks. And tell them what you said.
I said I'm trying to get into golf.
Trying to get
I'm trying to get in, man.
like Top Golf.
Yeah, like what do
I
you
mean, like, I
expand.
don't even know.
Like you want to go play 18? Like what do you,
I
what do you
mean,
want?
ultimately, I would like to play a round of golf.
Here's what I
Okay,
want to see Tanner
okay.
in golf. I want you to wear that old school outfit with the hat.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Oh,
That's
he would-
a large part of my interest.
Can
in
I be your
that.
caddy?
Charlie
Yeah.
can definitely be his
Please.
caddy. I mean, as a non-professional, you do not need a caddy, but we can make that happen.
There's just
Okay.
beer cans falling out of the golf.
Yeah.
And weed.
There's just be weed everywhere.
I'm not one that's really into golf, but I do have friends that are.
Yeah.
We could probably set something up to go play.
This will be fun, and
I
we
wanna
gotta
go-
vlog this.
Yeah.
We gotta vlog this.
I think you need to start by doing a little exhibition down the street here at Top Golf.
Yeah.
Right, just to see if you can. Because my issue playing golf is I can't get the damn drive off the ground. Right, it's like a line drive shot. So if you can get some loft on it and everything, you would I immediately be better than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that's what we need to do first. Is
Mm-hmm.
go over here to the driving range, to Top Golf.
Let's
get some
do it,
practice
baby.
swings in. We'll do it. This
And
will
it-
be a show adventure.
I'm into
And
it,
I'll
man.
join in on the golf adventure too. I'll caddy / try
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I'll
I
play.
haven't
I'm
played in a long
bad,
time.
but I
Yeah.
will play. And then, I have some friends that are way better and actually pretty good. Like, Jake is legitimately good.
Yeah, I'm sure. And they're, I just want to be able to hang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to
that's tough.
suck.
You will.
I know. I'm fully prepared for
Like, golf
substitute.
is not something that you just, like, immediately start playing.
I have swung a golf club
Unless you're
before.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah. Unless you, there's one out of every 20 million people, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not going to be good.
It'd be
But
so-
that's okay. But
it-
just expect that.
It would
Hey,
be
I'm
so
ready.
funny if we come dressed in those outfits.
The
It's
first-
like 19
I know,
First
right?
step- the first step of being good at anything is sucking really bad at it.
100%.
Exactly.
And the
Yeah.
And
faster
sometimes
you
you just
can
stay
suck,
sucking. I mean,
the more you can learn and
it's about sucking less.
Yeah.
spit it out.
Yeah.
From what I understand, and I don't play a lot. It takes years to like be decent.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Unless you're Happy Gilmore.
yeah, I mean he had a unique skill set
That's right.
that Tanner may have. Do you even know? You may not.
I have swung a club before, but I have only done it at like a driving range, and I think I was like 11.
I could see
Okay, that was a while
Tanner
ago.
pulling the jackass.
And then I went with
episode.
Josh a couple of times in the 2010s.
Okay.
I could see Tanner pulling the jacket where he just has the foghorn out.
Yeah.
Just to distract me.
That's right.
Yeah, I think we can make this happen.
This
at
will be
least
good.
Menace.
at least a trip over to Top Golf, and then we could go play. Maybe you have a course not too far from you in East Dallas that's pretty good
Oh, yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Tennyson.
Tennyson.
Oh,
It's
I
a
was
pretty
gonna say
good.
Tennyson is
It's
really
a
good.
decent course, right?
It's really good.
So yeah, I think we could set something up.
Well,
I'll
I'm
talk to-
left-handed.
Yeah.
You know what?
You would definitely need some specialized clubs. I don't know if you should go just buy clubs now because they're pretty expensive. I
You
think.
could get some used ones.
Yeah,
I'll
you
get
can
on
see-
Craigslist.
Yeah, you can find some on Craigslist.
eBay.
Hey, Internet, you got some left-handed clubs you're trying to offload for good content? Well, I'm your guy. Admin at pouringtakes.com.
And you know what? We'll call the episode "Going Far."
That's it. The long ball with
The
Tanner
long
Hucks.
ball.
No, that'd be fun. I
No,
think
that'd be
we
fun.
should do it. We all should commit to this.
I did have to take a double take at your post though. I like read
Yeah.
it, scrolled, and
I
then I'm
did
like,
too.
wait, did I just read that correctly? And had like
I
scroll
went from
back down.
land party to golf.
I'm a man of many talents.
Are you still doing the land party?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. That's going to be like a bigger part of the future
Yeah. The land.
than probably golf.
I
But
don't
I
know.
want to play. I want to figure out golf, man. It
I-
looks
I-
interesting.
Don't know your sticking
well, you're in
power
the
to
age
golf.
range now.
Huh?
40s, 30s, 40s. Golf. I
I'm
feel.
4-0. 440.
That's like the perfect time.
I just turned it.
You
We're
got your
doing
own business.
Yeah,
You take clients out.
that'd be great.
Have Arnold Palmer's.
I could have Arnold Palmer's.
You could.
All right.
All right.
What's
well,
next?
That is
That
that
clears
is
that
gone.
up.
That is
That clears
yeah.
up Tanner's mystery
Yeah.
obsession with his new hobby.
Just gotta try it, man. It looks like
We put
it
that
looks
idea out there.
extraordinarily difficult. But if a bunch of white guys can do it, I ought to fit right in.
A
Yeah.
lot of white guys do it. Actually.
Um,
It's a very white person sport.
let me look this up. It was the WNBA All Star game, which is great. Paige Buckets representing.
Oh, did you guys watch the stream?
I did not.
Man, y'all missed out. There was all kinds of goofy shit going on in there.
Well, Tanner, indulge.
Oh, dude, they're like taking shots.
Yeah.
The WNBA commissioner is out there dancing to Nook If You Buck. It was hilarious.
Okay, they got bits.
It was awesome. I
No, they
forget
had
the
a good
names.
time. I was following as much as I could this weekend. But yeah, no, I mean it was great. Great for Paige. Team Caller, which Paige was on, they won
Okay,
151-131 over Team Clark.
Caitlin.
So congrats to congrats
What
to Team Caller.
Paige end up with?
Oh, what did Paige end? I'm
Where's
trying to
the
look.
box score?
Oh, what was her?
We're local sports personalities.
Well, we also didn't write anything down.
Yeah. Peek
So-
behind the curtain.
This is about as much effort as we're going to put into golf, too.
Yeah, I know. Okay, she averaged 18.4 points, 5.5 assists, 4 rebounds, and 1.7 steals per game. Oh, never mind. Was that in this? God dang. Sorry, Ray. We
Our
failed.
team won.
Her
And
team
that
won.
was good.
It's going
It
to
is All-Star.
clean your clock over this.
Yes.
Yeah, Rayo will correct all
Well,
of
to be
our
honest,
mistakes next
like
week.
we just now kind of talked about this morning. Sorry, guys. Sometimes we're more together.
But there was another event that you were really interested in this weekend, right?
Yeah, by the way, though, still again, shout out Paige and the
Wings.
All-Star. We'll get into more of that in the rest of the season here in the next week. Yes, so UFC 318 this weekend. We had a guy at Fortis MMA. Shout out to Ryan Spann winning via guillotine choke. Now he's out at heavyweight. We got another guy fighting this weekend overseas, Stephen Nguyen. So busy time for Fortis MMA. So yes, it was Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier, final fight.
Yep.
He had 2 really big wins back-to-back over Conor McGregor, which that could change your life.
Yeah, I
financially.
mean, that's a payday.
And
If nothing else, it's a payday.
it's a big payday. And I said last week I've been following Dustin since the WEC, which WEC back then was the only promotion that really showcased a lot of weight classes. The UFC bought it, then morphed in, so brought in guys like Dustin, and so I've been watching him ever since. The guy is a fans fighter, meaning he comes and he scraps.
Yeah.
From Lafayette, really good dude. Great card. Most of every fight on all the fights on the card went the distance, but they're all scraps, which is what you want to see if they're going to go the distance. But the main fight ended the way I think a lot of us fans thought, toe to toe, went 5 rounds. Now Rhea texted me this morning. It's like she has a conspiracy theory because
Okay,
this is
I'm
for
into.
the BMF title, the baddest
my alarm.
motherfucker title,
Yeah.
which was created in
the one that says bad motherfucker on it.
no. Came out in 2019 between Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz, and The Rock was there and gave it to Jorge. Who
Oh,
won.
this is like a real thing?
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
real title.
I thought you were just
It's a real
quoting Pulp
title.
Fiction.
No, it's a real title. It's a kind of faux title, kind of like it's not. It's its own thing for fighters
Yeah.
that go and scrap, lay it down.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
into it.
So Max
I like
Holloway won
this.
it last year after a 5th round knockout. And Dustin and Max have fought. This is 3rd time. He was Max Holloway's first fight in the UFC. Beat him a 2nd time for the interim lightweight title in 2019. So what better than his final fight?
Yeah, it makes sense.
And obviously Holloway's been head and shoulders better. He's coming up to 155. Just won the BMF belt. And so, the conspiracy is this needed to go 5 rounds. This needed to be a war. because Dustin got dropped by Max early. There was a point where, in most fights, probably would have stopped it. The ref didn't. Now, with that being said, that happens a lot with high-profile fights.
Yeah,
the
they
ref,
let it go a
yeah,
little
and if you know the
loose.
fighter, which Dustin's durable, he gets hit a lot,
Yeah.
you know, and he'll come back. But I could see the conspiracy for the 5 rounds. But at the same time, you know, there's always an incentive for more because there's performance bonuses. It's an interesting conspiracy, but I also think Dustin's tough, Max is tough. All their fights have been like that. And I'm glad it went 5 rounds. I think we're all glad it went 5 rounds. This is a fight where just know that these 2 fighters are very beloved and nobody wanted anyone to lose.
Yeah.
You know, and I
Everybody's
was like,
happy with whatever
these
happened.
guys would both be good tag team partners if it was wrestling.
Okay.
And
The
both are
Rockers.
BMFs, you know. And so, and both are just really nice, charitable guys. And Holloway won. He was faster, won the decision. It's very hard when you retire in any sport, especially fighting, to get your hand raised in the end. But like, at least he went out. Didn't get knocked out, didn't get submitted, went out on his own terms. Congrats, Dustin, on a wonderful, wonderful career, fun career. Thanks for all the great fights. I'm excited to see what you do as just an ambassador of the sport. You're definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm excited to see what's next for Max Holloway because there's a lot of great scraps for him.
Watch
That's
his
awesome.
podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he'll definitely have a podcast.
He has a hot sauce. I haven't tried it yet, but I heard it's really good.
We should do that on air.
Yeah, definitely. I love hot. I love spicy.
Yeah.
Good.
Nah, man.
Oh, I'm
And
very glad
It
to
took
know
place
this.
in New Orleans, by the way, as we've been talking about New Orleans. So yeah.
NOLA.
But great. And Lil Wayne was in his corner.
Okay.
But Lil Wayne put the belt on Max Holloway. I was hoping he was going to get to do Drop the World, but Dana didn't have it. That's what I thought. He wanted him to perform because that was his debut UFC. Sorry, we talked about what would be our walkouts. But he walked out with him. That's still cool.
I thought
Probably
of that
couldn't afford the
question more,
rights.
by the way.
But what would your walk? Now
I
it's been
think
a
I've
week
changed,
later.
Yeah, I think I've changed it. I think mine would be Nelly.
Nelly.
Nelly would be awesome.
Which one?
Saint Lunatics. What
Oh,
song?
just somebody to walk out with?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah, Nelly probably with Underlay, whatever
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
EI. I think it was called
Oh.
EI.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
that's
happened?
I'd get the Wu-Tang Clan.
Well, Wu-Tang would be great.
That'd be a
But
whole group though coming
no
out. With
ODB.
That, I'm saying, man, it's the whole entourage.
You know, I still go with T.I.
Yeah, I mean, I had a whole week to think of this. I was like, there's numerous.
I mean, my
Numerous
song
people.
that I just walk out to that I've always kind of had in my martial arts is Sabotage by Beastie Boys.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
But I
Tough
don't think I can
now.
get them together for a
You
walkout.
definitely cannot.
Yeah, but single artist T.I. But yeah, great fights, great weekend of that. And then Manny Pacquiao came back in boxing, went to a draw.
Okay, I
Guy's
had
almost
no
50 years old.
idea of that. I mean, I knew he was. I did not know it was this weekend.
And Jake Paul jumped in the ring with Alexander Usyk, who just won. That guy's the baddest man on the
Got
planet.
powered down when you mentioned Jake Paul.
Yeah, well, Jake wants that fight. Of course he does, and Anthony Joshua. So
Okay, Jake Paul, I'm sure he has a little bit of fighting ability. I'm sure he's not awful.
yeah,
But and more power to him. He has figured it out how to get paid, right? Like he has figured out the formula to get paid with really a whole bag of nothing.
Jake is a cruiserweight. Anthony Joshua is like walking around 260, 250.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a whole different ball game, you know.
No, I know, and I think he knows that, but he's smart enough to still get paid for it. You know what I mean? Like he's
Julio
more-
Cesar Chavez Jr. was not surprised because he's actually lost to a couple of MMA fighters too, and that's nothing against MMA fighters, but as a pure boxer,
Yeah.
you would think. I mean, and he hasn't been what I'm just saying his father was to the sport of boxing.
Of course.
But yeah, that was the weekend of fighting. But speaking of fighting, entertainment, wrestling,
Heck
so
yeah.
mention we are coming up in the next 2 weeks. Well, SummerSlam now is 2 nights. It's going to be in New Jersey. Cardi B is supposed to be there,
Yes.
MCing, make an appearance. WrestleMania's been the only card PLE that's been 2 nights for years now. So now they want SummerSlam. I'm okay with it, kind of. Although, I mean, I don't know. I still think it's better for WrestleMania. But they are stacking up this card.
Yeah, I think to your point, I'm okay with it too. If you're going to have one pay-per-view early in the year, WrestleMania, and one kind of later in the year, your summer pay-per-view, both being 2 nights, I get it. It makes sense. Follow the money. I get it. Mm-hmm. I do think they have enough talent on the roster to fill up that card. Just if they're able to put on good performances, tell good storylines, same WWE stuff, right? I think it'll succeed.
And they have 2 belts, you know, and they have big stars on both brands that are by popularity deserving of main event.
Yeah, because they deserve a spot.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a main event, they deserve a spot on the card.
So
without them doing some tricked up battle royal.
The card is kind of finalizing now. We don't know what night is going to be what yet exactly, but we can kind of see.
Yeah.
Night 1 most likely is Punk Gunther. We know Punk won last week. They're elevating to versus the heavyweight champion Gunther, who's coming off retiring Bill Goldberg. Yeah, I don't know how this one's going to go down because I really could see it going either way, depending on what direction they want with Gunther. It's not so much what they want with Punk, I think, because Punk wins no matter what in the eyes of the fans of like what you can do with him.
Yeah.
It's like, how do they believe in Gunther at this point?
Yeah, I think first the elephant in the room is the Seth injury. Changed a lot.
We didn't
right?
We don't usually talk wrestling all the time here, but this was a real injury. This happened while we're at Punk. He does a springboard moonsault, which is off, backflip, and tweaks his knee, but we still don't have a definitive. He'll know in a couple weeks if it's a torn or.
Internet's still saying it's a work, blah blah blah.
He was on crutches with Rich Eisen.
They don't end a match the way they ended a match with it being a work, because that was an audible. Obviously,
Seth was supposed to win.
Yeah, LA Knight was very upset. Also, they pretty much buried LA Knight on Raw right after, because I'm like, he did win, even if it was an audible. He beat Seth. How does he lose to Braun Breaker as easily as he did? Like, you had to call that audible, but they also they didn't adjust storyline based on it, right?
Yeah.
So I get it, but LA Knight looks really bad from this.
It does. I was hoping that they would run with it. And I would have given LA Knight versus Gunther. Even if you don't have LA Knight go over, win at SummerSlam, you kind of like take the shine away. And I don't know why they really won't build him. I mean, obviously they gave him Roman Reigns in 23, but I mean, you brought him a Raw. I know they had to call audible, but you call audible of a main guy. Yeah. You know, when else are you going to at least push him back into the fans love him? Yeah, and going back to the Punk versus Gunther, that obviously was the original storyline, right? I think they should have changed it to LA Knight after that, like we just said. But I don't think Punk goes over. I think Gunther wins because I don't think they necessarily need to give Punk the title. But here's where I don't like about that. Because now you just had him lose to John for the WWE title, which I didn't think he was going to win. But you're going to have him lose 2 world champions. And I'm going to say this. I think Punk is more interesting. And I think the heavyweight story makes more sense because Seth, entertaining and all, does not like him.
Yeah.
And if you're going to cash in, and I'm not bought into Gunther as a heavyweight. I'm bought in Gunther as a wrestler, but just I don't feel like the championship means anything to me as a heavyweight. With Punk, it will because he is that guy.
I can see that argument, yes.
And you have a long-term story. With Gunther, it's like, okay, yeah, I beat Punk, but they don't promote him like they never push him the way that, okay, I'm the guy.
Yeah, so Triple H obviously loves Gunther.
Yeah.
Loves him.
And I like Gunther. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't think as a champion they're booking him to where I believe that he's the guy.
I think we've talked offline about this.
Yeah, we talk a lot offline. That's why we're having this moment.
Like, I don't think...
we have our own podcast.
I think Gunther would be more interesting without the title.
Exactly.
In the title picture, right? Like, give him some story. he had a small program with Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
But no, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Give him a legitimate story, a legitimate program outside of the world title picture. Let him thrive there a little bit, and then chase the title. But
Yeah.
because I didn't think Jay's title run was awful. I think they
No.
could have kept the title on him to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Have him lose to.
Or get cashed in on.
Yeah, I mean,
If the
even
injury
if
hadn't
that
happened.
injury,
Yeah.
if Seth didn't happen, that would have made a lot of sense. But
I just think, like, I love Gunther. He's an old school heel, but they not, as a champion, they, especially as the heavyweight, they have not booked him to be the guy. When Seth was the heavyweight champion, he was the guy. When there was a villain, like, it's just like, okay, you're the heavyweight champion. You should
Yeah.
be the guy of Raw, and you're kind of in the background because of Seth and his fraction.
well, they had trouble with the Universal title as well.
Yeah,
right? Like
no, I
that
know.
secondary world championship always takes a back seat to the WWE title, and
Yeah.
I think they really struggle putting them on the same level.
But I think it matters on who's wearing it too. Like, I think if you put it on CM Punk, it means a little bit more because
I do agree with that.
and
I think that's their plan for Seth.
yeah,
right?
yeah, and it did when Seth was.
And if Seth's only out 5 to 6 months, 4 to 5 months,
Yeah.
or whatever, that's still the plan. Like, that cash-in will
Yeah,
happen.
and you don't have to-
Seth will be the champion. Like, that's going to
And I
happen.
think it's better if he cashes in on Punk because of long story.
Yeah, long storyline.
Because that won't finish that feud. I just feel like I think Gunther could go over, but I'm just like, okay, then what are you doing with Punk now?
Yeah.
What are you doing with Punk? Because Seth is out.
And what are you doing
story-
with Gunther? Like,
I know who's next. Because really, you're investing in more of the villain a little bit with the Braun, but they don't have a leader. You know, now you could have the touring that Braun could be, but
okay.
it's gonna be interesting. But anyways, fast forward real quick to night 2. I know we're wrapping up here soon. Cody, Cena, SmackDown. Cena doesn't want to face Cody. He's got other obligations at SummerSlam. Blah yada yada. Cody puts him through a table. Cody looks like he could. I don't know. There's people
They're
thinking he
teasing
could
the
be
heel
a
turn.
Heel
They're-
turn.
They're teasing it. They're obviously teasing the babyface turn for Cena.
sure, at least that's
which-
happening.
That makes sense. I said it from the start. A heel run makes sense for Cena, but he has to retire as a face.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense for him to retire as a heel. Like, that just, for his 25-year career, him
Yeah,
retiring
no.
as heel does not make
No,
sense.
and the heel hasn't been great. It just people don't buy
His
into
promo
it.
work's still been good.
It is, but I still don't. You know,
Yeah.
it's a force. But you could see the turn. Will Cody go full heel? We don't know yet.
I don't expect him to do it now.
But
I do expect it to happen.
It's going to be a slow build.
Yeah.
But it's not going to go until you have a guy that can equal him on SmackDown that is a babyface that I feel like.
Yeah.
Because you can't have your
Because
number
it's
one
not going to be
babyface.
Cena. Cena still only
He's
has
gone.
like 4 months left.
And Randy, as much as love, he can't just be that guy. Like,
No.
you need a next Cody. Like, you need an equal on that. We'll see what happens. Maybe they move Jay to
Yeah.
SmackDown. Maybe Sammy. It's going to be hard. But, yeah, so that's going to be SummerSlam.
Tan-
Roman's back.
Tanner's about to cut us off, aren't you?
I am.
No, I'm saying Roman Reigns is back. He's going to team up probably with Jay. We'll
Oh,
find
the
out.
most boring wrestler in wrestling.
Yeah.
He's way better as a tribal chief than he was as the big dog. That's
well,
for sure.
that's another story right there.
We need to get into more later, but I do want to.
go right ahead.
I do want to give a shout out to Io and Rhea
Yeah.
from that Evolution match. It was literally one of the best matches I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was so good that literally I'm on my couch just going, like, super invested, more than I've been invested in any match in a long time. So I've said it to you numerous times. I'm actually way more invested in the women's division than the men's division right now. There's so much talent there with Rhea, Io, even on the SmackDown side with Tiffy, I think is doing just fine as champion.
Yeah.
But I love what they're doing with Charlotte, having her out of the title picture with Alexa, big Alexa guy. So the new talent with Roxanne, obviously, Stephanie Baker, Julia, so much talent with the women's division. So I wanted to give them some props while we talk about this, as that match was so good.
Yeah. No, it was. It was
Naomi
a great
too, by
card.
the way. Great cash.
They need to do it again. They need to do it again.
Yeah.
Real quick, Cowboys report to training camp.
Yes.
And the talk, Micah's obviously there, but no contract. And we just saw TJ Watt last week get $123 million. So, I know.
Price of poker went up.
His brother JJ's like, I better not be grabbing for my wallet at dinner.
Oh, boy.
So,
Way to go,
once
Watts.
again, Cowboys behind the 8 ball. You know, we know he's going to get paid, but that price is going to be
Yeah.
Way.
I have
A lot.
a lot of opinions on the way Jerry operates with the salary cap and waiting for the last
That's a
minute.
whole
And,
episode.
yeah, that's a whole episode. We don't have time to really get into it, but he did have the state of the team address today. It's such a power down. He can't even pronounce Micah's name
I know,
correctly.
I
He
saw
called
the
him
report.
Michael Parsons.
It's Micah Parsons. That's
no,
what I think.
Michael Parsons.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
I think Mike Leslie and W said it's Micah Parsons, by the way.
And he's throwing his players under the bus, throwing Dak under the bus, throwing Micah under the bus, saying, well, just because we pay him don't mean we'll have him.
It's time for him to step down.
I mean,
it's time.
Again, this is a whole subject matter that can take up a whole
know.
hour, right?
So
So
how
we'll
do you
get into
feeling?
it later. But I think they'll have a better year than last year because last year was such an abomination.
Yeah, you lost your quarterback.
Yeah,
I mean,
they'll be better, but it's still going to be tough to get double-digit wins.
yeah, I think, of course, this is always the fun part of the Cowboys, or the media, other media hypes us up and like it's good, and for the downfall of whatever that may be. I do feel like it will be a good year if Dak can stay healthy. If Dak can stay healthy, they can at least be a wild card.
Yeah.
There's
And they
never
will-
been a season where he's played fully where they haven't.
Yeah.
But beyond that, who knows?
Yeah, they will pay Micah. It's just they'll wait till the last minute, and he'll be super expensive.
Yeah. And then you could have used
Just
that money
like last time.
every time.
Just
Every
like every time.
Every time.
The same as it ever was.
The same as it ever was. I love when Adam Shepard like slow playing again.
That's
Like,
it.
You
That's
know,
it.
so but Cowboys and training camp means it's real. Football is here. All teams.
The sports are coming.
It is crazy. It
The
feels like
sports
it
are coming.
just ended,
That's right.
and here we are. And fantasy football is around the corner.
Yep.
Get ready. I'm already
got
getting the
leagues.
alerts. I'm already getting the
That's right. I've
notifications.
already got my draft set. Let's do it,
Oh,
baby.
when are you guys drafting?
August, but we'll talk about that next time
We
on
will.
Pouring Takes.
That's
All
called
right, guys.
That's called a tease.
Cheers.
All right.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks, everybody. Oh, we were rushing that in, weren't we? Taters sitting there going. It's okay. That was a fun episode.